Good morning, everybody, and this is your Forex day trade setups for today. So starting off with Euro USD as usual, and we do have a break higher, or a break that is in progress at the moment. We've got a bit of a gap up this morning for a move up, and if we just drill down to the hour, very strong uptrend at the moment. Don't like weekly gaps, so I'm looking for a retest, and the retest that I'd be looking for would be pretty much at the gap close at 108587. Definitely not interested in jumping in long up here, so I would wait for a retest in the zone, get some price action in the zone, and then I'd be looking for a move to the upside. So that is pretty clear on Euro USD. If we look at US dollar Japanese yen, still very much in the downtrend. Just going to do this over there, probably take it to there, so just get that level. There we go. So there's our trend line. A little bit of confusion going on at the moment. It looks like a bit of consolidation. I don't see anything else brewing at the moment. That is the level, and if we get down to the hour, you should see a fairly decent opportunity brewing. Now, this is a little bit different. Strong move up on Friday, strong pullback, breaking, so you're looking for a second move up above the moving averages with the crossover. Oscillators all lined up to the downside. This looks a little bit different to USD, sorry, Euro USD. This looks very much like a second move up. I would be watching this very closely on a lower time frame, something like a 15-minute. There looks like there's a fairly decent setup that is brewing for the open here. So strong move, retracement, and looks like we're getting above this area. So that would kind of break. This is a flag that's formed. That would break the flag. So I'd want to see what happens at 129.600. Break above it, come back, test it, build a base on it. Then I'm looking for the trend line at 130.282 roughly. If we take out the highs of Friday, then you might as well just draw in your measured move, and your measured move is going to be as follows. There's the move up. There's the second leg up. That would break the trend line, which would make life very interesting, because that is 131419. Because if that happens, then that's going to put a bit of clarity into the stock markets as well. So I'd be watching this like a hawk at the moment. And I just want to go back to Euro USD. Based on what we're seeing here, very possible, but everything's on an uptrend. So we'd have to start dropping below Friday's lows for us to start thinking that we're going to continue with a bit of dollar strength. So yeah, well worth watching Euro USD and US dollar Japanese yen. I think dollar yen is probably the one to pay attention to. It is looking like it's building a base for a move to the upside, but it could also be a trap. So what you could find if you just head to a 3-hour, so what you could find is, this is the early morning session just trying to trap you, and then we get a rejection somewhere up here for another move to the downside, or even if it's off a trend line for a move to the downside. But that does open up the opportunities for a few smaller trades as well. I wouldn't be looking at it now. This is just chaotic price action right now. But that's kind of what I've got at the moment. If we do reject this area again and start moving, then it's probably going to continue to the downside. So that's the two things you need to pay attention to. Anyway, moving on to the pound, British pound, Japanese yen. Big up, big down. We're right back in this area of what we've been rejecting for pretty much all year. So 161.204 is the area. We moved down, we bounced off it, we moved down, and we moved up. We've got a series of higher lows here, and basically we've got a bit of structure here. So you could see a shoulder, double head, right shoulder, or you could see double shoulder, head, shoulder. Anyway, it doesn't matter. That is my line in the sand. So break and retest of that gets us long. Quite simple. And a little bit of a cup and handle on the hour here. Cup and handle as well. So that's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for a break of 161.204. I'm looking for a retest of that for a move up. We're in an upward trend on the hour. So that is pretty much the setup that I'm looking at here. So we break, retest that. Obviously, you are looking at a move at least equal to this. And then you need to bear in mind that you have a big inverse head and shoulder structure as well. So this is just the right shoulder that we're looking at here, which is 164.754. So fairly decent. Your stop area is going to be below this area here, 162.71. Lastly, euro, British pound, and if we look at the 8th hour, we've had a break down of structure and we've rejected it twice last week. Don't like the way the oscillators are, also in between all the moving averages. So this to me is a range right now on the 8th hour. If we drop down to the 1 hour, you will see a little bit of structure forming, but it's not what I'm looking at. So you can see a bit of a rounding bottom here, and that would, I suppose that would not play out with pound yen. So you'd want this to continue to the downside for, so you're looking for a stronger pound, which is what we are, what's been indicated with against the yen. So I would be a little bit skeptical of this pair for now. We do have some areas of rejection. I just want to check the 15 minutes if there's anything that we might possibly missing. Could be a move up, could be a move down. This is a 50-50 call. We are in a downtrend on the 15 minute, so that's kind of what we, sorry, on the hour. So that's kind of what we want to continue looking for. I think for me, I'm going to be sitting on hands on this one. British pound, Japanese yen, and USD Japanese yen are the two that are offering the opportunities this morning. Okay, anyway, that's it for me. Hope it helps, and we'll catch up with you tomorrow morning. Cheers for now.